Welcome back to Base Camp, WNC. Well, he's back here in the Netherlands again. He sent me some more photographs I want to update. This is where we left off. The first one right here, he got to building and he has his camp set up. He's ready to go. He's got his wood. So let's see what else he's up to now. Well, he sent me another picture, and this is the electric pile driver. Like I said, those things are like 7 feet long and 6 inches in diameter. I don't know why that thing kind of intrigues me. I mean, it's nice to see other countries and their building techniques. Not that we couldn't use something like this here, but they are. He said the site is like 7 feet below sea level, so that it's just a mixture of peat and clay. That's what they're building on. He sent me a picture of it up close. This is the top of the screw piling. And as you can tell by the slot in the bolt and the slot right there in the foreground, he's able to adjust the location left, right, up, and down, all 3 axes. Pretty neat little idea. He ain't got to have them exactly cemented or concrete in exact and then have to modify things to fit. This is an interesting little device. So at this part of the build right here, as you can see, he's got lumber delivered. And now he said lumber prices there have gone up 30% when he bought this. This has been a couple months ago. Now 30% higher than what, I don't know. I'm going to have to get him to nail down what the price of lumber is there. But of course there, he says just about everything's imported from either Scandinavian countries or Norway, that kind of stuff, or U.S., that timber resources aren't that great there. But it'd be curious to see what the price was then and what it is now. Well, as you can see, he's got his floor joists laid out. And if you remember by the picture, it's like 2 arch cabins offset. We'll see in the next bunch of photographs on the next video that they're kind of short and squatty because he had a height requirement he had to deal with. Well, here's a view of his joists, all his floor, the first section of the floor done. As you can tell, he's either on the backside of a farm field or marsh or something. We're going to have to get him to take some photographs from town coming out to the place. And then he said, of course, he had the OSB to put down. And then they had to wait for the next shipment of wood. So let's see where he's at now on the next bunch of photographs. Well, I guess you can name this photograph Man Pondering His Achievements. As you can see on the floor, he's got the first section of the arches all made. And I guess they stood these 2 up to see what it was going to look like. And standing there and admiring his work. Well, here he is. He's got his ridge place tacked in up, held in place. And he is busy attaching all the arches now from one end to the other. Do this shot in for me of the scaffolding. It's how I'd put mine up, but it makes it a whole lot easier and a whole lot safer. Especially like me when you get a few years on you. But it's a lot faster to do this. Of course, he's got his buddy out there and they're storming right along. And let me show you the rest of the build. Well, this must be like the end of the day. Looks like they've got the arches up, the OSB on it. And looking at the very edge of it, what you can see, it's shining like they've got the wrap on top of the roof. And have to get him to take some pictures during the day more than at dusk or something. This must be the end of the wrap or something for the day or the weekend while he was working on it. Well, this is the last photograph he sent me. As you can see on this section, the one section's 10.5 foot high. The next section's 8 foot high. This is the square section that joins the 2. As you can see in the foreground, the upper part of the deck is what's covered up with that green tarp. You can see a sewer line sticking up. This site has water and sewer, but it doesn't have power. So his last cabin that he built a portable solar generator off the DIY forum, and we're going to get him to take some pictures of that and tell me about that. But he's moving right along. He said at this time, of course, they playing with new COVID rules. Prices have skyrocketed. They're over 50% of what they were last year this time. And he was saying the wood brokers, the wood dealers are saying that they may run out of wood altogether in another month. So which means by now he may be out of wood. Hopefully he was able to buy enough for the rest of the build. But let's see some words of encouragement for him. He's doing a good job. And as usual, like it, share it, subscribe, tell your friends about it. We're trying to get it out a little bit. He does want to do a book on it at some point in time in the build. So maybe we can help him with that. But if you ever need anything, that's what we do here. I travel around, help people, or I consult with them. So be good, be kind, leave him some words. Thank you for watching. See you next time.